He promised a charitable trust that he would undertake payment of electricity bill. After my father's demise, I undertook the noble cause of paying this bill for the last 6 years. Though I have no obligation to do that, I am paying even now, because I am doing this as a son who belongs to this great culture of our country to keep the promise of our elders. Sir, I was born into a Muslim family, and I follow the culture and practice of this land. Some cultures, faith, practices of this land were followed by the people who were born here, irrespective of their religion, caste, greed, and color. But this union government never follows these culture and dharmas, but loudly proclaim that they are the saviors of this land's culture and diversity. Honorable Sir, this is right time to reflect and introspect on the promise made by our forefathers collectively to the Maharaja of Hari Singh, the last ruler of Jammu and Kashmir. You made a big statue of our forefather Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and you have voluntarily forgotten the promise made by the Vallabhbhai Patel to Maharaja Hari Singh and people of the Kashmir. Sir, according to the culture and dharma of this country, following Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's promise is more important than making the statue of him. My opposition to the bill stems from its fundamental flaws, each of which poses a significant threat to the future of Kashmir and its people. The most important egregious aspect of the bill is its blatant disregard for the principle of representation and cornerstone of any democratic system. By empowering the Lieutenant Governor to nominate members to the Legislative Assembly, the bill effectively strips the people of Jammu and Kashmir of their fundamental rights to choose their representatives. Never in the history of India, no state has been downgraded into a union territory, especially without the consent of people of their elected representatives. The proposed increase in assembly seats slowly to accommodate reservation for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes appears to be a positive step on the surface. However, it fails to address the underlying structural inequalities and systematic discrimination faced by the communities. Sir, the bill's selective approach to addressing the issue of displacement by proposing the nomination of Kashmiri migrant raises serious concern about the exclusion of other communities who have suffered similar hardship. This singling out of one particular group further deepens existing division and create an environment of resentment and suspicion among different communities. True progress lies in acknowledging the suffering of all displaced communities and actively working toward providing them with justice and sense of belongings. The great Dravidian Salvat, Aringer Anna, once said, India is a vast, diverse country. The union government cannot effectively address the need of all its people. We need a federal structure that allows states to have a meaningful say in their own grievances. Sir, the abrogation of Article 370 is an attack on federalism. The 2019 Act and this amendment are unconstitutional since Article 3 does not give the Parliament powers to downgrade federal democratic states into a less representative form such a union territory. The Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Amendment Bill 2023 raises concern about its compatibility with the instrument of accession signed between Maharaja Hari Singh of Jammu and Kashmir and the Indian government in 1947. The bill violates the spirit and the intent of instrument of accession in several ways.
Honorable member. Honorable member.
He is nullifying the Supreme Court judgment of this morning.
I am about to close my speech.
1 second. The honorable.
When I am expressing my feeling, why is he
1 second.
When I am expressing my feeling, why is he intervening?
Honorable member need to be alive to the fact that in a historic judgment today,
yes,
the Honorable Supreme Court
yes, sir, I got the judgment, sir, but
what the Parliament has done. And therefore, to speak against a judgment which is law of the land is not appropriate. Your assertion was 100% to the contrary.
Sir, this may be
Since an
explained, sir.
objection has been raised by the Honorable Minister, and all of us must keep in mind, when judiciary has taken a view on a particular issue, comprehensively, decisively, we need to abide by it.
Sir, I have not gone into the judgment. I have not gone into the judgment. Sir, I have not gone into the judgment, but
one
it is
at a
my
time,
privilege
one at a
to
time.
tell my view that
One
he
second.
will not denied, sir.
Sit down. Take your seat. Take your seat. One at a time. Yes, Mr. Venugopal. 1 second. But yes, Mr. Venugopal.
My point is, honorable member is speaking. Everybody has a freedom to speak. Of course, Supreme Court has given a judgment. We have telling our point of views. His party has a different point of view. He is telling like that. But the member have a freedom to speak about that.
Yeah.
There's a every right to criticize the judgment
Okay.
also.
Take your
There is
seat.
an every right to criticize judgment also.
Take your seat. Honorable members,
Sir,
I have
sir,
indicated.
sir,
1 second,
on-
take your seat.
on a
I have
contempt of court,
indicated. 1
please refer
second.
V. Krishna.
I have indicated on several occasions your freedom of speech in this house is not unqualified. It does not give you license to say whatever you feel. You have to be highly accountable.
This house is for that only,
You have
sir.
to be accountable. You
Without
can't shut your eyes to the law of the land.
Without unparliamentary word,
How
member
can
speak
anyone
anything.
talk against a judgment
We
which
should
has
not
been
use the
rendered?
unparliamentary word.
Sorry, take your seat.
Sir,
Take your seat.
this is
Nothing will go on record. This is improper. No, this is improper. The highest court of the land has given a judgment.
Sir,
The honorable member is talking about
express
it.
the view.
We can't ridicule a
Sir, this is the
judgment like
highest
this.
place. Sir, this is the highest forum.
Okay. Conclude,
Sir,
you
this is-
conclude. 1 second.
Sir, this is the highest.
Honorable members, take your seat. Take your seat. I can understand your agitation. I can understand. But we can't change the judgment. It's given by the Supreme Court. Go ahead.
Sir,
Yes,
this is
honorable,
the,
no, honorable member first.
sir,
Please,
this is the highest
Please,
forum.
I'll give time. Please conclude. Honorable member. Honorable member,
Sir,
conclude.
this is the highest forum to express the feel.
1 second.
This is the place to express. Anyhow, sir. Sir, the father of Dravidian movement, Tandai Periyar, once said, ஒவ்வொரு இனத்திற்கும்
Take your seat,
தங்கள்
Mr. Jairam Ramesh. Take your seat. Have I given you permission? I know what I have done. I am conscious of it. Please, take your seat. You are determined to create disorder in the house. Is that your style? Why are you creating disorder in the house? No, please, take your seat. Honorable member.
Sir, the father of Dravidian movement, Tandai Periyar, once said, ஒவ்வொரு இனத்திற்கும் தங்கள் சொந்த விதியை தாங்களே நிர்ணயிக்கும் உரிமை உள்ளது. காஷ்மீரி மக்களுக்கும் அது பொருந்தும். Means every race has the right to self-determination. That appeals to the people of Kashmir as well. Moving beyond this bill, I propose the following concrete step to address the situation in Kashmir, sir.
Can the House subscribe to this?
Establish an
Can
independent
you observe
commission of
silence on
inquiry
this?
to investigate human rights violation in Kashmir.
Can we
Repeal,
believe in constitution with
record
such kind of observations?
Repeal.
These will be deleted.
Your
observations are expunged.
Like Armed Forces Special Power Act that grant immunity to
Honorable
security
member,
forces.
you are abusing the platform.
Allow the,
Abusing the platform. You are not aware what you are saying. You have gone too far.
sorry?
You have gone too far. I expunge your observations. You indicate of racial determination.
No.
That's what you said.
Yet, it is there. Every race.
Sorry, it's expunged.
I repeat.
Please conclude.
Please understand what I say. Every race has the right to self-determination. That
How
appeals-
can it be there?
It is there. It was said
I'm
by
so
Congress.
sorry. You are in the wrong.
No, sir. With the
Why
federal
are you
system,
keeping silence on
sir,
such an issue?
With the federalism.
Take
With the
your seat.
federalism.
You have
include the-
forfeited your right to hold the floor. Please,
Sir,
take your seat.
It is
No, your time is also over.
no, sir. It is
Digvijay,
wrongly
I'm
understood
saying
by
your
the
time
chair,
is
sir.
over.
Sir, it is wrongly understood by the chair. It is wrongly understood by the chair, sir.
Shri Sanjeev Arora. Shri Sanjeev Arora. Honorable Minister.
being brought into this house, and I appeal to you that that should not be
No, it's
entertained,
expunged.
it should be expunged.
I
And if
take
it
very
comes to it,
strong
I would
exception
like
to this.
ask the Congress party members who are in alliance with them, if they go along with that,
No,
how could
no,
that house be hearing this? How
Those
could this house be
observations
hearing
are
this?
expunged.
Congress should stand up and say.
I am sure, Honorable, one second, please. Take your seat. All of you take your seat. Please take your seat. Take your seat, honorable members. One second. Please. Mr. Arora, please. Honorable members. One second. Please. Observe silence, please. Honorable members, it was not a good spectacle. It is so serious. In this house, the House of Elders, the upper house, can we countenance someone talking of such kind of language? Determination on the basis of race? That goes against very essence of Constitution. We all have taken oath of the Constitution. How can we countenance such kind of misdemeanor by a member? This is not freedom of speech. This goes much beyond that. Every word the member has spoken cannot be accepted. It cannot be countenanced by anyone who believes in the nation, who believes in our Constitution. I'm expunging those parts. Mr. Arora, please go ahead. Mr. Arora, do you want to take floor, Mr. Arora? Yes. And keep calm. Sir, keep calm. You are a senior member. You know what has been spoken. How it pains our heart. Please, let him continue. Yes, Mr. Arora, take your seat. Leader of the opposition. Sir, before you speak, I'll make fervent appeal to you. We have freedom of speech here. That freedom comes with great responsibility. That message goes to the entire world. We have a member who talks of that principle. Please go ahead. बोलिए सर. आपने स्माइल तो क्या कम से कम?
नहीं, स्माइल करता हूँ,
कभी
उतना नहीं आता जितना आप करते हैं.
थैंक यू.
सर, ये एक पार्लियामेंट मेंबर अपनी बात रखने के लिए कोशिश करता है, स्टडी करके लाता है, अपने व्यूज को आपके सामने रखता है. अगर वो ठीक नहीं है, कानून के तहत, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के तहत, आपके बिजनेस रूल्स के तहत, तो उसको आप निकाल दे सकते हैं. लेकिन आप टोटली अगर उधर के लोग उठे, गड़बड़ करे, तो आप वो कहते हैं कि ये अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल है. ये मैं नहीं मानता. आप जरा जो आदमी इधर जो मेंबर इधर कहता है उसको कहने दो. और रिपोर्ट करने के लिए तो चाणक्य है ना. रिपोर्ट करने के लिए यहाँ तो होम मिनिस्टर बैठे हैं, वो हर चीज का रिप्लाई देने के लिए समर्थ है. दूसरे लोग क्यों इंटरफेयर कर रहे मुझे मालूम नहीं. और आप कितना भी कोशिश करो, कोई मिनिस्टर बनने वाले नहीं जब तक शाह और मोदी साहब बोलेंगे.
डीएमके ने बात कही, माननीय सदस्य डीएमके इनके साथ अलायंस में है, दोनों की गठबंधन की सरकार है. वे घमंडिया गठबंधन के बारे में सब लोग जानते हैं. ये इतना स्पष्ट कर दे सर, ये इतना स्पष्ट कर दे कि वो कहते हैं कि सबका अधिकार है. तो जो माननीय सदस्य डीएमके ने कहा उससे वो सहमत है या नहीं है, हम इतना ही अनुरोध कर रहे हैं. कांग्रेस स्पष्ट कर दे कि वो सहमत है कि नहीं है. और रही बात घमंडिया गठबंधन की, उन्होंने माननीय गृह मंत्री को अभी चाणक्य कहा. वैसे हमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, हमारे गृह मंत्री पे हमें गर्व है, लेकिन इन्होंने ही अभी एक शब्द.
ओके, लीडर ऑफ द हाउस. ओके, वन सेकंड. I'll give floor. One second. I'll give floor to the. One second. Take your seat. नहीं, you don't allow me. Sorry, take your seat. No, take your seat. Do you want me to name you? No, do you want me to name you? You can't take your seat. Do you want me to name you? Sorry, take your seat. I would, since it is a very important issue. One second. Honorable members, one second. Ma'am, you are forcing me. Take your seat. Take your seat. Honorable members, I don't want to raise my voice. I have a bad throat. Take your seat. No. Take your seat first. Allow me to say something. This is your senior member. Sit down. Please sit down. Sit down. Take your seat. Nothing will go on record. Take your seat. No, take your seat first. Take your seat. Take your seat, Mr. Gokhale. Take your seat. Honorable members, what the honorable member had spoken is too serious. One second. I expected leader of the opposition to take a serious view of what the honorable member had spoken. It outraged the spirit and essence of the Constitution. It questions our integrity. It questions our existence. It can't be put under the carpet because right of freedom. I would expect the honorable leader of the opposition to make his point known on the issue. I had intervened because the honorable member had crossed all limits. Yes. Sir, self-determination. An issue of self-determination being talked about is no, sorry. Take your seat first. Take your seat. One second. No. Unless you take your seat, I will not allow anyone to hold the floor. Take your seat. Yes, Mr. Venugopal. In a cool manner, in a composed manner, taking note of the serious assertions of the honorable member. What
I heard your serious observation on Abdullah's speech, honorable member's speech. But what my request to you, please go through the records. While speaking, he quoted Periyar, one of the most important reformers of the country. What Periyar told about with this different caste, different religion ke liye, Periyar told like that only. He quoted Periyar's speech only. But how you verify, sir? You verify, sir?
Sit down. Take your seat. One second. Would you take your seat? Take your seat first. Take your seat. Don't become a shouting brigade. Take your seat. Honorable members, can we quote anything in this house? Can we quote to the extent of it being sedition, challenging our integrity, going against our constitution, going against the judgment of the Supreme Court this day? No, that will not be acceptable. Mr. Arora will take the floor. No, I will not allow it. Sorry. No. I thought you will contradict him, sir. I thought you will contradict him. No. Honorable Home Minister.
माननीय सदस्य ने जो कहा रिकॉर्ड पर रखना नहीं रखना आप राज्यसभा के नियम और आपके विवेकाधिकार पर जाता है, परंतु मेरे मन में ये सारी बात सुनकर एक छोटा सा सवाल आता है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी स्टेटमेंट से सहमत है क्या? तो आप लोग जो कह रहे हैं इसको तो मैं समझ रहा हूं कि आप सभी सहमत इस स्टेटमेंट का समर्थन कर रहे हैं। ये रिकॉर्ड स्पष्ट कर देना चाहिए साहब, ये रिकॉर्ड स्पष्ट होना चाहिए कि कांग्रेस पार्टी मिस्टर अब्दुल्ला के स्टेटमेंट से, माननीय सदस्य अब्दुल्ला के स्टेटमेंट से सहमत है क्या? क्वेश्चन बड़ा शार्प है साहब, कांग्रेस पार्टी इनके स्टेटमेंट से सहमत है क्या? लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन ने अपना रुख स्पष्ट कर देना चाहिए।
Leader of the opposition, take your seat, all of you. Let us have cool, calm, composed atmosphere. Take your seat. Leader of the opposition alone will speak. Leader of the opposition will speak. Others take your.
देखिए साहब,
Every time you keep on
एक
shouting
मिनट,
there,
एक
I'm not good. You
देखिए,
must have some silence zone.
उन्होंने जो कोट
Some silence zone. That will
उन्होंने
help you and the house. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
सर, उन्होंने जो कोट किया, पेरियार के जो लिखी हुई बातें हैं और कही हुई बातें हैं, उन पर उन्होंने बात किया। उस विचार से आप सहमत हो सकते हैं या नहीं भी हो सकते, हम भी सहमत हो सकते, कई बातों नहीं भी हो सकते, लेकिन आप जो उनके विचारों को, उन्होंने लिखे हुए विचारों को उन्होंने यहाँ प्रस्ताव किया, वो उनकी बात नहीं है, उनकी बातें नहीं है। कोटेशन उन्होंने कोट किया, जो उनको कहना था वो किया। तो आप कितने ये बातें जो उनको कही हुई है, उस विचारधारा यहाँ पर वो बोल रहे हैं, उससे हो सकता है वो भी सहमत नहीं है, हम भी सहमत नहीं, आप भी सहमत नहीं हो सकते, लेकिन बार बार उसको बात करने से रोकना, दिस इज मोस्ट अनडेमोक्रेटिक। फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच को आप रोक रहे हैं और फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच को कट करने की आदत तो है ही, उनको, इनको भी वैसा ही कर रहे हैं।
किनको आदत है सर?
हाँ, गवर्नमेंट को।
नहीं सर,
आपको कैसा बोलूं?
यहाँ तो मुझे ही कंट्रोल करना है।
मैं आप तो आपसे बोलता ही नहीं, क्योंकि आप बात बात को तलवार उठाते हैं, इसलिए मैं अपनी गर्दन छुपा के रखा।
मैं प्रतिपक्ष के नेता को एक बात कहना चाहूंगा, कोट करना एक बात है, he was quoting it affirmatively, he was drawing oxygen from it, he was taking sustenance from it, I was fully alert, this can't be permitted in this house, no, this can't be done. Dr. Jitendra.